Hey everybody, Tim here with tonight's episode of Star Trek The Next Generation, Season 4, Episode 19, The Nth Degree. Oh my god, this episode's amazing. I wasn't really feeling the last episode, but this one's so great. It's the return of the amazing, fantastic actor of Dwight Schultz as Lieutenant Reginald Barclay, who, I don't know, he's one of my favorite characters. I really like him. So originally he was just kind of a one-shot. That's why he was played by Dwight Schultz, who at this point had been firmly established as a great actor. Like, the A-Team was already over by this point. So at this, he was only supposed to be a one-shot, but everybody liked him so much that he ends up returning for, like I said in the last time we saw him, the 5 episodes of The Next Generation, plus the movie First Contact, and then he's in 6 episodes of Voyager, which is where I always think of him. So the beginning of this is a great beginning. I love how The Next Generation keeps showing, like, gatherings. We've seen concerts. The one that sticks in my mind is the one where Chief O'Brien is actually playing, I think it was the cello, I don't remember. But we see a lot of concerts, and we've seen a lot of plays. This, I think, is the third opening with at least a play. And it's really kind of a funny, interesting opening, because the first 2 times it's Data being in the play with Picard watching and kind of critiquing. Whereas in this one, it's Barclay, who has evidently been doing workshop classes with Dr. Crusher, and in front of a relatively large audience, mostly just the main crew. And it's funny because as Barclay's clearly failing, everybody's still encouraging him, which that right there is super important. Like, I can't get over how much I enjoy the fact that even though he's not doing great, they're still supporting him and saying thank you for trying your best. That's a huge message. Like, I love that about Star Trek. And Data's like, this kind of sucks, because he's been working on acting as well. And Riker even says to him, like, Data, you still have to be polite. Like, we can give constructive criticism, but we still have to be polite and say thank you for trying. And I think that's important. So from there, the crew encounter a probe of some kind, and it shocks Barclay and Geordi. Geordi has his visor, so it basically filters everything out, whereas Barclay overloads his neural cortex and knocks him out. And when he awakens, his IQ level is spiking, and he is now the most intelligent, possibly the most intelligent human ever alive. And there's a great scene where he's on the holodeck, and he's like arguing different things with Einstein, and he's changing the computer, and he's changing the way Dr. Crusher does things. It's fantastic. Like, and to watch, because you watch Barclay in some scenes, and you're like he's just super awkward and just bad. And you don't realize that that's the amazing ability of Dwight Schultz acting. And when Barclay starts changing to become arrogant and intelligent and all of these other things, you're like, he's almost creepy. Like, Dwight Schultz is such a good actor, and I can't get over it. And as he continues to evolve, you just realize how good of an actor Dwight Schultz is, because, like, Barclay stops stuttering, and he's just full of confidence, and, like, he's asking Deanna Troi out, and it's so many great scenes. Like, this is why I love Barclay so much. Eventually, he throws the Enterprise basically through a wormhole 30,000 light years into space, which, just to kind of give you a comparison, Voyager was 70,000 light years. So we're now 30,000 light years, and it turns out that this probe was designed for first contact with a different species, which is what the Enterprise is all about. Now, I'm not too fond of the ending because it ties it up really quick, where it's just a voiceover of Picard saying, now that we've encountered them, they put us back and gave us lots of information. And that's the end of it, whereas they kind of deprogram Barclay, and he goes back to his awkward, stuttering self, except for he moves a chess piece, and he's like, oh, that's weird. I didn't even know how to play chess. And so it's kind of a little teaser, like maybe he's a little bit smarter. They left a little bit in there. But this whole episode is so great about Dwight Schultz. Like, he's one of my favorite actors. He's fantastic. If you guys have seen this episode, what do you guys think about Barclay in general? Like I said, like, I'm down to name my kid Reginald if my husband would let me, but he won't. So doesn't matter. If you guys have seen this one, what do you guys think about Barclay? What do you think about him in The Next Generation? And what do you guys think about him in Voyager? Just the evolution of his character. Go ahead, let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for everything. You guys are all amazing. And I will see you guys next time for one of my favorite episodes, Cupid.